Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Preston Endress. Wilkes-Barre City Police are attempting to locate a missing teen. According to police, 16-year-old Angelina Prowett Rodriguez was last seen near Hazel Street and Wilkes-Barre Boulevard wearing sweatpants and a hoodie. Police say her hair was in a bun and she had a large tote bag with the large white letters on the side. Rodriguez is described by officers as standing 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighing approximately 100 pounds. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is asked to contact the Wilkes-Barre City Police Department. Police in Wilkes-Barre Township are investigating a report of theft by deception at Lowe's. According to police, the suspect shown on screen committed a return fraud at the store on May 21st around 2 p.m. As a result of the exchange, police say the suspect received about $120 in cash. Anyone with information regarding the identity of the suspect is asked to contact Wilkes-Barre Township Police by calling 570-208-4635, extension 439. The Giant Company has issued a recall on Giant and Martin's brand salsa due to potential salmonella contamination. According to a press release, the company is recalling Giant and Martin's brand hot and mild salsa. The specific products being recalled are shown on screen. Customers who purchased an impacted product are asked to discard it and to contact customer service for a full refund. If a customer feels they are experiencing illness as a result of a product they consumed, they are encouraged to contact their healthcare provider. PA State Representative Doyle Heffley has announced that his district offices will be closed from Friday, May 23rd to Monday, May 26th in observance of the Memorial Day holiday. The offices will reopen on Tuesday, May 27th at 9 a.m. However, Heffley says any constituents who call and leave a message while the office is closed will have their calls returned when the office reopens. The phone number for Heffley's Lansford office is 610-377-6363. Heffley can also be reached online at repheffley.com. Coming up on WYLN News, a man is wanted by the Carbon County Sheriff's Office. Plus, PennDOT announces that all driver's license and photo centers will be closed for Memorial Day weekend. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Brought to you by Lehigh Valley Health Network and Jefferson Health. Investing in your well-being and building healthier communities because more expertise and convenient care mean better outcomes and a healthier you. Learn more at lvhn.org/Jefferson.
Hi, my name is Lorelai, and I'm 7 years old, and tomorrow it's going great.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hey! Did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, we're going to talk about why pregnant girls should be under chiropractic care, and the infant, how the birth process could be traumatizing. If I had a dream, every new baby would get a chiropractic analysis to see if the spine is in alignment. So stay tuned for a great show.
Welcome back to Wyln News. A man is wanted by the Carbon County Sheriff's Office. Dennis Wedge is wanted on charges of DUI third offense. He is known to have ties to the Philadelphia area. Anyone with information regarding his whereabouts is asked to contact the Carbon County Sheriff's Office at 570-325-2821. PennDOT has announced that all driver's license and photo centers will be closed for Memorial Day weekend. According to a press release, the centers will be closed Saturday, May 24th through Monday, May 26th. However, customers will continue to be able to access a wide variety of products and services on their website at dmv.pa.gov. Online services include driver's license and vehicle renewals, Real ID pre-verification, and driver exam scheduling. These services are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with no additional fees. Wyln is giving away free tickets to the NASCAR Cup at Pocono Raceway on Sunday, June 22nd. To enter, just like and comment on the ticket giveaway post on the Wyln News Facebook page. 2 winners will be randomly selected on Monday, May 26th and will receive 4 tickets each. Coming up on Frackville's News Choice, we learned about an upcoming event at the Northgate Playground in Hazleton on this week's segment of Community and You. Plus, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Muncie Part 2. And stay right here on Wyln. We'll be right back.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
WYLN TV 35 is expanding and is on the hunt for a dynamic salesperson to join our vibrant team. If you've got the passion and the drive, we want to hear from you. Send your resume to the email displayed on your screen. Don't miss this great opportunity.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Are you sitting at home living in pain? Maybe it's in your hands, maybe your back or your hips. The good news is you don't need to live in pain. Why? Because there is Omega XL, a one-of-a-kind, natural, powerful joint relief supplement created from the green-lip mussels of New Zealand. Drug-free, non-habit forming. It's small, easy to swallow, and it's backed by more than 40 years of clinical research. As I was getting older, my joints started to feel that wear and tear. But then I tried Omega XL and it changed my life. If you're experiencing daily aches and pains due to aging and overuse, try Omega XL and see the difference it can make in your life.
Buy 1, get 2 free. 2 bottles of Omega XL plus Vitamin XL D3, a value of more than $85. Call today and you pay only $39.95. Plus, you have nothing to lose because it's backed by our 60-day money-back guarantee. Call now.
Attention, WYLN viewers. WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
Something is out there. What it is, no one knows. However, since its first sighting, there have been numerous reports of strange lights in the night sky. Some say they are extraterrestrials, flying saucers. But to all of those seemingly unrelated uncertainties, there is one common thread.
Watch Solo Spaceman on WYLN Thursdays at 1:30, Saturdays at 7, and Sundays at 4:30.
Welcome back to Community and You. Today I'm joined with these two wonderful gentlemen. With me here we have Frank Stish, the athletic director of the city of Hazleton, as well as Luke Koval, the co-owner of Gratitude Gardens. So Frank, Luke, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Yep. And these two are here joining me today to talk about a very exciting event coming up here around the Hazleton area. So many great and wonderful things planned for this upcoming event here. So Frank, if you could tell us more about it.
Sure. On June 7th at Northgate Playground, we're going to have our first community garden unveiling, which Luke will speak about soon. We're also going to have a pickleball tournament. We have a schedule out on an Eventbrite. Registration will start at 7:45. We're going to have Peace of Mind Yoga coming to help us stretch out and get ready for the tournament at 8 a.m. We're looking at unveiling the garden at 8:30. Tournament will start at 9, and then we have some various other fun things planned for the day. But really the driving force behind this is Luke is a Hazleton native, currently lives in Pittsburgh. He came to us last year with a great idea to help us kind of showcase a beautiful park that he's in love with. And Luke, if you don't mind, if you want to share with everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up in Northgate. That's where I cut my teeth playing, capture the flag, all those type of games on that. Playing tennis there where the pickleball courts are now. That's where I learned how to play tennis. So seeing that, that there's that and people driving in through to participate, and then stuff still going on at the softball. I saw definite need or ability to have folks come together for a community day and be able to do some more fun stuff through the park and just show some of the great things in the area to do.
Right. I know we were talking about a bit earlier before recording about how popular it seems that pickleball is really getting lately, and I guess I have to ask, what kind of inspired you to create this event for the community like that?
Yeah, so I mean, the pickleball court is unique to Hazleton as it's the only one that's there, and you can go by there any sunny day, spring, summer, fall, and you're going to see those courts being well used. Luke being from there, when he comes home to visit mom, he recognizes that, and certainly part of what Gratitude Gardens does is really it beautifies, if you will, local existing parks and playgrounds with gardens, and I think it's just a great opportunity. We don't have anything like that here, and it's a perfect spot for it.
All right. And Luke, with your side of the event with Gratitude Gardens, and wanted to introduce this community garden aspect to the park, could you tell us more about what kind of inspired you to get involved in that way with this?
Yeah, absolutely. Started Gratitude Gardens as an apparel company, as well as recently rolled in to have an opportunity to be the first patient-owned medical marijuana company. So it's, like I said, just me and my friend that got it started. Patient-led and focused, but with that, the main thing that was the driver of the brand was these community gardens and using them as an opportunity to bring people together. So it's easy to be able to put these together for us from an aspect of having done it in one spot, gets to go over to the next playground, and people ask why, what's the purpose of it? Whether it's someone playing with their kids or before a pickleball match, taking that just time to be grateful for what you have. Look at the beautiful flowers, that's what we did with our packaging, and just want to show beauty in the thing that's out there, and it doesn't take much, but we could be grateful for what we have.
Absolutely. I think that's definitely a very important aspect when it comes to all of these community parks and stuff, just showing how beautiful the environment can be, and with that contribution to it, I think is a really, really meaningful step into bringing that to the community here. And I think that's really great to see.
Awesome. Yeah, stop and smell the flowers. It's an old time tested saying.
Absolutely. And for anyone who isn't interested in participating in the pickleball tournament, where can they go to sign up for that?
So we have an Eventbrite created. We also have a special events page on Facebook. It'll be all over the Hazelton Parks and Rec social media, the Gratitude Garden social media.
Yeah, you can find that Gratitude Gardens Company is the Instagram, through the Parks and Rec. We'll also be doing a lot of things if you're not interested in pickleball. That's kind of just the keynote, but from pizza eating contest, Branco's Cold Pizza is going to be the highlight of that, and seeing how fast folks could eat a box of pizza, and declare themselves the champion and have those bragging rights for the state. I know that's something I always bring back to Pittsburgh with me. It's something super unique here. No one knows what cold pits or scamuts is anywhere outside of here, so that's always fun to bring back and I think showcase the cool and uniqueness of the area.
Sounds very fun. Are you both going to be participating in the pizza eating contest? Or?
We haven't decided yet, but don't rule that out.
Yeah, can't rule it out. It might be moving pieces, but it can take a break for 60 seconds to try and put down a box.
Think so?
You'll at least be participating with the pickleball, though,
60
right?
60 seconds? Is that a line in the sand right there?
That might be the
All right, okay.
challenge. The
Noted.
challenge for anyone that can come out.
Yeah, we'll see if anybody can beat that.
We'll see.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you want to share with our viewers regarding this event, or like anything at all, really?
I think just that it's for all ages. The whole concept of this is community out in the park, outside, just enjoying the facilities that we have. Depending on what time you would go that day, there'll be pickleball happening. It could potentially be the garden unveiling. It could be the pizza eating contest. There will be softball games being played at the field. It's just that there's an opportunity to really have a beautiful day.
Absolutely. It sounds like it'll be a very fun day. And again, we'll have the information on the screen for anyone interested in the event. That will be on June 7th here in the Hazelton area. And once again, I want to thank Luke and Frank for joining us here on Community and You, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for having us.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is now proudly part of Jefferson Health. And when two healthcare leaders come together for the community, you can expect more. More locations, more clinical trials, more breakthrough treatments. Jefferson Health and Lehigh Valley Health Network. Together for the future of care.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on Wyln TV 35.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Hi, my name is Lorelai, and I'm 7 years old, and tomorrow it's going great.
A Path Through History is sponsored by the Old Jail Museum, 128 West Broad Street in Jim Thorpe. Call 570-325-5259 or visit them online at theoldjailmuseum.com.
Today, we tend to see the Civil War in stark terms of North versus South, but there were strong divides between each basic side. Many Northerners worried that freed African Americans would swarm north and take their jobs, while many Southerners saw secession as madness. And tension between those different camps and towns across the country would often be high in the years prior to the war. And emotions would blow over in Muncie in April 1842, when Enos Hawley, a local Quaker with strong abolitionist leanings, brought a speaker to town to rail against the institution of slavery. The speaker's name has now been lost to history, but he was not given a warm welcome by the rest of Muncie. The schoolhouse in which the speech took place was pelted mercilessly with rocks and other items by a mob of 18 men. Injured in the attack, Hawley and his guests fled to the former's house at the corner of Main and High Streets. The mob followed, hurling eggs and other items at the house, and continued to pelt Hawley's residence until the police finally arrived at midnight and arrested them. The mob was put on trial in September 1842, and 13 of the 18 defendants were convicted. Governor David Porter, however, pardoned them, believing the speaker was truly at fault in the matter. It is believed that pro-slavery interests pressured Porter into making this decision, which his opponents would seize on and mock him for the rest of his term as Previous Pardon Porter. In the interregnum between the riot and the Civil War, railroads would begin to supplant canals as the preferred method of transportation in the United States. Muncie's railroad station would be built in 1855 on West Penn Street and would serve the Philadelphia and Reading and the Philadelphia and Erie railroads. The Philadelphia and Reading would have a junction near Muncie Farms with the smaller Williamsport and North Branch Railroad. The train station would be the site of numerous mishaps over the years. In 1871, two Philadelphia and Erie freight trains collided in front of the station. In 1883, a tornado blew the station down, although it would be rebuilt. And on March 2, 1912, the Philadelphia and Reading's engine number 58 was passing through in its journey from Williamsport to Philadelphia when the engine abruptly exploded in front of the station. 4 crew members, 3 of whom were from Tamaqua, were killed. The station was badly damaged by debris, and the adjacent Muncie Manufacturing Company was set on fire by the blast. It would later be determined that the locomotive's in-sprayers had become clogged, blocking off water to the boiler and triggering the explosion. As the Civil War started raging, one Muncie woman found herself in the thick of it. Anna Ellis had been born in the community in 1824, the granddaughter of Samuel Morris, who had served with George Washington's bodyguards during the Revolution. She married William Holstein in 1848, and when he was mustered into the 17th Pennsylvania Militia upon the outbreak of hostilities between the North and South, she joined him with hospital duty for the unit. She would treat wounded men at hospitals near Sharpsburg, Falmouth, and Port Royal, among others, as the war progressed. After the Battle of Gettysburg, Anna would be assigned to Camp Letterman near the battlefield, where she was appointed matron-in-chief. Nearly 20,000 wounded Union and Confederate troops would be treated at the camp during its run, with Anna usually present to help those in need. She and William would additionally have the privilege of getting to sit near Abraham Lincoln when he delivered the Gettysburg Address. She would write about her wartime experiences after the conflict in a pamphlet titled 3 Years in Field Hospitals of the Army of the Potomac. Preservation would become Anna's main concern after the war. She would spearhead efforts to preserve Mount Vernon, and in honor of her grandfather's service to his country, led efforts to keep Valley Forge intact as the first regent of the Valley Forge chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. She would be successful in the end, as Pennsylvania designated Valley Forge as its first state park in 1893. Anna Holstein died in 1900. In her honor, a prayer desk was installed in Valley Forge's Washington National Chapel in 1916. Education had always been a driving force in Muncie from its early days. This included education for women in the form of the Muncie Female Seminary, which was chartered in 1840. 25 young women comprised the original class, which were taught at first by Miss Gamella Lyons. Originally located at Main and High Streets, it would relocate to Main and Pepper Streets. The school took in attendees from as far away as Baltimore and New York City, and taught attendees 4 languages, arts, and sciences. The school struggled at first, but received a boost when it was taken over by the Reverend William and Mrs. Susan Lamont Life in 1857. Perhaps the most famous person to be affiliated with the school was Rose Elizabeth Libby Cleveland, younger sister of Grover Cleveland, who arrived in 1869 to teach Greek and Latin. She had taught in Muncie for 10 years, and then in 1885 became de facto First Lady of the United States following her then unmarried brother's election as president. Libby served in this capacity for 15 months until Grover's marriage to Frances Folsom. The Muncie Female Seminary was eventually moved by Reverend Mrs. Life to Rye, New York, where it is still in operation today as the Rye Country Day School. Another institution subsequently moved in to replace the Muncie Female Seminary in the community. The Lycoming Normal School had been founded at Montoursville in 1870 by Thomas Gann. It had grown so quickly that a new school building was soon needed, and thus one was built in Muncie in 1873. A normal school, derived from the French École Normale, or standard school, primarily trained would-be teachers, which in those days was often women. The Muncie Normal School will go on to add other curriculums, notably college preparation business courses. The school continued to grow, and soon another building was needed. One was thus built in 1908 directly across Main Street in the former Lycoming Mutual Fire Insurance Building. In 1927, the institution became a satellite campus of what was then Mansfield State College. The normal school building was used for local Graydon High School until 1932, when a new Muncie High School was built.
Hi, my name is Lorelai, and I'm 7 years old, and tomorrow it's going great.
You're watching WYLN TV 35,